All right, so we've got a ton of decks coming, and we did a bit of testing earlier, but I had to cancel the stream. But dude, some of these decks are so insane. For those that missed it earlier, dude, the combo for this is so crazy. We have to do it again. The combo is so easy. And obviously, if you get Max Seed, you're going to be able to like switch into something else. So yeah, dude, this deck is going to be crazy. 100%. Another deck actually that we did some testing on from Moz, that Moz cooked up, was like a not even like really a Dino list, more so like a Evolzar. This Evolzar Dino list, I don't have the extra deck completed. Even the main deck is not completely filled out. Like the main deck, well, it's filled out, but like I might change some ratios. Like I think we don't even need 3 Misk in a build like this, and I might want to run some Evenlys in there. I think Evenly would be pretty good in this for going second. But yeah, dude, this deck is kind of ridiculous. It's kind of insane. The combo is super consistent. Basically starting off of a Snake Eye Ash, and if they stop the Evolzar stuff you're trying to do, you can just like switch gears into just playing regular Snake Eyes. It's kind of insane, really. Just for those that missed it earlier, I'll just do the combos again. They're crazy. Shout out Moz again. These combos are absolutely insane, dude. I can't wait for these new cards. Like, just having 2 weeks between these 2 sets is crazy. You'd think it'd be like, the fact that it's 2 pretty high impact sets too is the craziest part. Anyway, so let me just show you. This combo is actually insane. This combo is crazy. Hold on. Whoops. My bad, chat. My bad. Okay. This time we're gonna get it. I messed it up. Okay, I just got back. I just ate a bunch of sugar. All right, give me a break. Okay. Okay. Add the Poplar. Sorry. This time, easy money. So add the Poplar effect. Activate Poplar. You've all seen this shit 1 billion times at this point. What am I gonna grab? No way. Original Sinful Spoils. That's crazy, bro. That's wild, dude. Holy moly. That's insane, dude. Now we're gonna go for our Linkuriboh, of course. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna add Anima to this deck as well. That's gonna be a good add. Anyway, so bring back the Poplar. Then you use Snake Eye Ash. Of course, send these 2. Get your boy. That's the one and only Flamberge to the field. And we can go for Flamberge effect. And we're gonna just put the... It doesn't really matter what, but we're going to put Snake Ash in the back rows just to activate the original Sinful Spoils, send the Snake Ash to the grave, and we can summon from our deck the Mega Corella. At which point, we can activate Mega Corella, and Mega Corella has to tribute itself and discard a card to summon the Laios from our deck. So we summon the Laios. There he is. Now at this point, yeah, we do activate his effect. He's going to set the Evo Singularity from our deck. This card is going to cheat out Lars on opponent's turn, which means basically this card is going to set up 2 Omni Negates on our opponent's turn in the draw phase. And before we activate Laios here, we just go for a Link 2. So Hita is perfectly respectable here. So we could go Hita with these 2, get ourselves a Hita. And we can go for Flamberge effect, summoning these 2 back from the grave, like so. And this is pretty funny. So, yeah, you can go for Leo's effect here at this point and dump a Fire Dino from your deck. So you're going to dump Misk. And you can make you can make 2 monsters on the field become the same level and type. So basically, you're turning your Snake Eyes into level 4 dinos. Moz is such a genius for this. So yeah, you can make Dolka here, which is hilarious. It just absolutely hilarious. So here's Dolka, by the way, off of 2 Snake Eyes. And now we can go Misk for 1. Yeah, so no, we're not going to chain anything here. Summon the Archosaur. Very cool. Very cool. Archosaur effect. Yeah. Pop the Laios, and we get ourselves a double evolution pill. Okay. Now at this point, before we activate double evolution pill, we can make ourselves a Promethean Princess. Activate Promethean Princess. You can bring back the Flamberge, although we've already used his effect earlier, so Flamberge is not really useful here. We're just really doing an Amblo here. Nothing too crazy. Just making an Amblo. We can go double evolution pill, banish the Linkuriboh from the grave, as well as the Archosaur. Get ourselves a UCT. Very nice. So basically, we end up passing on 2 monster negates, the Princess, the UCT, and 2 Omni negates. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 interruptions off of like a 1.5 card. It's a 1 card combo. You just need a discard for it. Pop on. Oh wait, it's actually technically it's 7 interruptions because technically this guy is also an interruption. Oh my god, wait a minute. This is even crazier than I realized. Okay guys, look at this. This is actually 7 interruptions because the Ambler Whale, look at this. On your opponent's turn, if they special, you're going to go for Promethean Princess, pop the Amblo, right? And then pop their monster. But here's the crazy thing. UCT can then pop your own Promethean Princess to flip their monsters face down. And because a Link 3 or lower monster will be destroyed by battle or card effect in this case, while this card is in the grave, we'll be able to banish Ambler Whale and pop another card. So that's 7 interruptions off of a 1-card combo. So yeah, totally new way to play dinos that Moz figured out. I really can't wait to try this shit in Master Duel. It is so crazy, right? Like, that's insane. So yeah, technically here we would pass turn, basically. And in the draw phase, we can go and activate this. And this is funny too, because even if they max seed, we have Dolko already. So even if they max seed in response to our trap, they don't even get the Upstart Goblin here. So we would get ourselves a nice, wonderful 2, not once per turn, Omni Negates. 7 interruptions, baby. This is insane. This is like an incredibly good list. And honestly, I think the list could be a little bit better. After I played a bit, I might optimize ratios a bit. I don't know if we need 3 Mega Corella. I don't think we really do. I think 2 Mega Corella is more than enough, probably. So we could probably remove a Mega Corella and run a third evenly. Yeah, Mike, this is not even like a Dino deck. It's like literally an Evil Czar Snake Eyes deck. Mega is a brick? Not really, no. Because Mega Corella, if you don't have anything else, Mega Corella is kind of a pseudo... It's not really a combo, but normal summon Mega Corella is UCT plus 2 Omni Negates. I'll just show you right now, just so you get what I'm saying. Just to make sure to showcase it properly here. So yeah, Mega Corella is literally UCT plus 2 Omni Negates, like worst case scenario, which is not going to happen all the time. But let's just say, so Mega Corella plus a discard, Leos, here's Leos. Leos will set the trap on summon. So set the trap. Yeah. And then Leos effect. Send the Misk. Yeah. Perfect. Misk effect. Activate. Summon Archosaur. Cool. Archosaur effect. Pop Leos. Grab the pill. And then you go Linkuriboh. Like that. And you go Secure Gardener to get your non-dino in the grave. And so you still, that way you still have an Evil Tile and a Evilsaur Leos in the grave. So you can make sure that you have the materials you need to be able to cheat out your Lars on opponent's turn. So you can go double Evolution Pill, banish the Archosaur as well as the Linkuriboh, get UCT on the field. Yeah, so I mean that's still really solid. Like you'll get Book of Eclipse plus 2 Omni Negates off of your worst pseudo starter. That's still really solid. Yeah, so then you get Lars. Like, that's crazy. Like, UCT Pass has turned... Okay, so Secure Gardener UCT Pass has turned into Secure Gardener UCT 2 Omni Negates Pass. Which is a pretty... That's a pretty big difference. Super hype about this stuff. Anyway, guys, let's go check out the Rescue Ace stuff. Some people are going to run Rescue Ace Snake Eyes builds. Some people are going to run Rescue Ace Isolde builds. I'm going to be playing... Oh, whoops. I'm going to be playing a Rescue Ace Link Spam build for sure. Because it just appeals to me a lot more. Yeah, so this is the deck. It's crazy. It's broken. The combo is insane. Let me go show you. I think this works as just a 1-card combo, actually. Let me just make sure here. Yeah, I'm not 1000% on this, but I'm pretty sure if we normal Airlifter, this is a 1-card combo. Let me just go see. I'm pretty sure this is a 1-card combo. So let's put just 1 card in our hand. It's going to be Airlifter, and let's go start it. Pretty sure we can do it off of just 1 card here. So normal Airlifter, grab Emergency, right? Now, obviously, here we're not playing, like, we're not considering any interruptions. I'm just showing you what you can do off of just 1 card, right? So, activate Emergency. Emergency can summon your Hydrant, just like that. And then you tribute your Airlifter. So then you can go Hydrant effect, and you can search, I think you search the Turbulence here. Then you go Turbulence effect, banish these 2 from the grave, of course. So these 2, like the Emergency, basically... Emergency on its own guarantees you have to engrave for Turbulence, which is super nice. Then you go Turbulence. Again, we're not considering interruptions here. We're just showing you what 1 card does. This is all off of 1 Airlifter, right? So now we have 4 set, and because Hydrant is on the field, I can activate my set cards that turn their set. Well, 1 set card to turn its set. So we activate Alert here, and Alert, we can grab our Preventer. Very nice, very nice. Okay. At this point, we can go for a Linkuriboh. Then we can activate Preventer. Preventer, banish the Alert from the grave. Special Preventer. Normally you would banish the Hydrant, but since in this combo we already banished the Airlifter, we don't need to banish another monster because a Preventer will summon back the Airlifter. So let me show you here. So we make our Reproducus. I know, when you see Reproducus, it always gets silly, and it does get silly in this deck. So at this point, we can go for the Graveyard effect of Preventer. If it's sent to the grave, I can special summon one of my banished Rescue Ace monsters. Make sure to summon it to the zone Reproducus points to. Get to go Reproducus effect, change the type, make it a Cyberse. Where's Cyberse? There it is. Make it a Cyberse, at which point you'll be able to turn it into a Link Decoder. Then you can use these three, well, these two, I mean, to make a Protect Code Talker. Like that. Activate the Link Decoder, of course, and special summon it. Then you can make yourself a Firewall Dragon using the Turbulence as well as the Protect Code Talker. And what you're going to do is you use the Graveyard effect of Protect Code. It can banish Link monsters from your grave whose Link rating adds up to 3. And it special summons itself from the grave. So you want to summon it where the Firewall points to. At which point, well, basically you can add anything from your grave to your hand with the Firewall. So, I mean, in this case in particular, like, I don't think there's anything that's crazy of value. You'll probably want to rescue your own Hydrant on opponent's turn just to make these live. So it's probably better, since we already used our normal and everything, to just maybe add the Turbulence back, or even the Preventer, to be honest, is pretty good. It's really, like, up to you. I'm going to add back the Preventer here just for later. And yeah, basically at this point you make yourself a Dark Fluid Terahertz. And the board gets a lot better. The setup gets a bit better when you're not just doing the one card combo version, but this is really just to show you just like how crazy this stuff is, right? Then we can go Dark Fluid sent to the grave, a D-Save Worm. So not bad. I could have probably set an emergency, although yeah, I could have set an emergency instead of one of these traps if I wanted to. And then emergency could have also summoned the Preventer as an interruption. I'm not sure if that would necessarily be better. I feel like with the setup we had with just the one card combo was pretty much just, you know, rescue the Hydrant. That's why I kept the Hydrant in the grave and didn't banish it. So rescue the Hydrant, and then you get these two live, plus the Spell and Trap negate, plus the Aggregator negate, which is still like super, super strong. Keep in mind this is just one card, and you can do way more as well. So yeah, this is, I think this deck is going to be crazy, dude. I can't wait to play Rescue Ace and get better at this deck. Mannadium lists, when Samsara came out, just played like 45 cards. They literally just took their list and just added Samsara. That's so funny. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's just more consistency, right? I don't think there's that much to say about Mannadium. People are like, will Mannadium become tier 1 after Samsara comes out? I don't think so. It's just kind of tough to play in a maxi format, honestly. Like, that's just what it is. It doesn't mean the deck is bad per se. It's just probably not as good as it was in the TCG for that reason. And Samsara will help with consistency, and it's another starter, you know, which is cool, and it's gonna help for sure, but not to the extent that it would just randomly make the deck top tier suddenly, you know? Yeah, dice are the most popular hand trap, literally. So none of that really changes. Like when you look at something like Rescue Ace goes from being like a rogue deck that has like a decent control game plan to now being like an insane Link spam deck that has a strong control backup plan if they get maxied, you know? Like this deck, there's a massive change with those two cards. Samsara is just kind of like, oh, Mannadium is more consistent now. The evil stuff is crazy as well. The evil stuff is like, the evil swords is like, these cards went from being unplayable to being literally amazing. but you only play like 2 evil sword names and 1 evil sword trap. So yeah, I don't even think there's like that much to talk about, honestly. That's kind of what I thought too. That it would just kind of be like an extra starter and extender. Not really any new combos from it, right? Nothing too crazy from it. Don't put Mannadium in nerf territory. I'm fine with consistency boost. I see what you mean, and that's true. Mannadium is far from being in nerf territory. It's definitely one of those decks that's like good enough to be strong and competent, and not so good that it should get nerfed. So if you like having a deck that you don't want to see get hit that is competent, I mean, Mannadium's a good pick for that. I'll give it that for sure. Illusion Runic? Illusion is bad. Runic is bad. How are we going to play Illusion Runic in Master Duel? That's the issue, right?
5 hours later.
Chat, it's not Copia. But yeah, so after a lot of testing, I'm just going to have to say, I think Illusion is super underrated. It's actually solid. Let's try to do another one. I mean, we just went like +8 into Max C, which tells me that we're underestimating this deck for sure. But yeah, so, you know, activate Codal. You get the mirror, normal the mirror. You get the special Berfomet. Berfomet will search 2. That's a lot of plussing right there. And we didn't do... Yeah, we did not use any branded engine. This deck is just not nearly as bad as people are making it out to be, I guess. People are talking about this deck as if it was freaking Tistina. This is not that bad at all. Here I get to go... This guy searches 2 cards. Mirror Sword Knight is an Ecclesia that will summon Berfomet. Berfomet is an Engage that will search 2. Then you get your fusion spell, your in-archetype fusion spell. That's not once per turn. And that you get to add back to your hand after you use it. If you summon a Chimera monster. On top of like the runic stuff. Like this is not bad at all. Not at all. This is good. So let's see. Let's say we go Dispelling here. Another thing that's cool. Okay, so we go Hugin here. Activate Hugin, right? So Hugin, discard, Dispelling, whatever. Let's just pretend that my opponent went Imperm. Oh, my opponent went Imperm? Okay. Chain Chimera Fusion. Chain Chimera Fusion. I gotta just make something that uses Hugin here. So yeah, it would probably be Magnum the Reliever here, but still. So we would go like Magnum the Reliever using the Hugin. So at that point, yeah, so we would basically use Berfomet and Hugin as material here. So we dodge the Imperm. We get to make a Magnum. We get to get our Runic Fountain. Then we also get the Graveyard effect of our Berfomet. We get to special summon from Grave, so it can be a Mirror Sword Knight. Or we could summon the Codal, although I think Mirror Sword Knight would be better because it will go +2 on our opponent's turn, since the search effect is actually a quick effect like Ecclesia. Yeah. Cool. Then we can get a draw by putting our Chimera Fusion back on the bottom of the deck. That would have been pretty useful to have earlier, actually. Okay. Okay, so this is not amazing here, but still, it's not terrible. We can go for this, you know, if we want to summon... I think here I would still get a Hugin just for the protection effect, honestly. And then we can go for the Fountain, draw 3. Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good in MD. It also plays pretty well into Max C. Okay, so here we get a draw 3. Oh my god, by the way, the fusion effect of Chimera Fusion, not once per turn. So that draw 3, we got a Runic Destruction, we got a Flashing Fire, and we got our life saved. Now we get to do more shit. We can hand loop our opponent with this, and... we'll also get to set this back to do a Chimera on opponent's turn. Like, it's just insane. If I want to use Edge and Chain, I have to use both in my hand. I still think that's worth it. So we're going to use both of these. Make the Chimera King of the Phantom Beasts. We'll get to... we get 3 chain links here. So we get a search with the Edge of Chain. Then we get to go Gazelle. And then we also get to go Chimera. Chimera will get a hand loop out of opponent's hand. Like, this is super good. Oh, we get a hand trap? Now, since we control a monster that's considered like that changes its name to Chimera the Flying Mythical Beast, we actually get a hand trap that stops our opponent from targeting our cards, right? When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a card you control while you control the Flying Mythical Beast, quick effect, banish this card from your field or graveyard, negate that effect. Oh, it's not a hand trap. Okay, it's a graveyard. So we actually have it in the graveyard already set up. My bad. I misread that one. I thought it was a hand trap. But either way, still, we already have it set up in the grave. That's still really good. Here we get Fright for Patchwork. Runic hasn't felt this good to me in ages. Also, Sword Knight is an interruption as well. Sword Knight is an interruption. Okay, wait. Banish this card from your field or grave, negate that effect. Oh, wait. Okay, so while we control this fusion, this Mirror Sword Knight becomes a monster negate on the field or in the graveyard. That's even better than I thought. Okay, so now we can go for Chimera Fusion, and we can just set it. Well, it'll add itself back to our hand, basically, and then we can actually set the Chimera Fusion. So that's really, really good. Then we can also go for this. For polymerization. Oh, wait. Okay, look at this one. Look, I found it. This is what we would do here. So we would make Berfomet. This one can dump a beast, right? So we can use this and our Berfomet. Look at this. Look at this, okay? Let's make this. Look at this. Okay? Activate his effect. Look at this one, okay? We're going to dump a Wanghu to the grave. Look at this. Tell me that this is not crazy. Then this one has a quick effect, right? Okay. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can banish this card from your grave, then target a beast, fiend, or illusion monster in your grave, special summon it. So we activated its effect earlier to loop a hand out of the opponent's hand on end phase, and then on my opponent's turn, I'm going to special a Wanghu from the grave, which is going to destroy every single Snake Eyes they summon. That's silly as hell. That's silly as hell. And then we have this set up, so we can also get a draw 2 or a pop 2 Guardian Chimera on opponent's turn, whichever we prefer. Or if we need it, we can also make a Dragos Apelia. it's really not bad. Like, it's really solid. And this is good. It's a good deck. There's nothing else to say, really. All right. End phase. We get the hand loop. Then we can activate this. What's this one? Oh, yeah, that quick effect. So we can activate this here. And from our grave, we can special summon Wang Hu. And there we go. Every Snake Eye player gets demolished right here. Right here. Dude, I'm serious, man. This is not bad at all. Yo, I'm pilled. I'm pilled. I am pilled, bro. Shout out Pitasaws. I'm pilled as obviously. I agree that we probably hard lose too evenly. The only good play, actually, we do have one good play around evenly, which is that we can fusion our shit and then trigger their graveyard effects. Oh yeah, Shifter demolishes. Yeah. This deck is definitely not going to be much better than Rogue, maybe tier 3 Copium, but still really solid. Yeah, if we get Shifter, we just pass. Exactly. Like, no contest. No, we just lose. We just coop, actually. Awesome deck. Holy shit. I think we pretty much covered everything. I mean, we're not covering Ursa Arctic. I don't want to play Pearly. Vanadium is literally the same, except with another charter, more consistency, I guess. Not ready for Ursa Arctic. I don't care. I don't want to. Ursa Arctic is not based, okay? It's not.